Hello, my name is Travis Carvalho, and this is my informative speech. I was having a conversation with my dad the other day about why I should not touch any of his tools. After he finished telling me this, I put my hand on his shoulder. In society, we communicate with each other through words, so it is important we know how to use them properly. In this speech, I'm going to inform you on the best way to have a proper conversation with someone. First, I will discuss why it is important to establish eye contact with someone in a conversation. Then, I will discuss how listening can be beneficial for all parties involved in the conversation. And finally, I will discuss what makes responding to someone as powerful as it can be. One of the first steps to having a proper conversation with someone is to establish eye contact with the other person. According to Hindawi of July 23rd, 2014, making eye contact is a most important prerequisite function of humans to initiate a conversation with others. Say you were telling your friend about something great that happened to you, and your friend was just staring off into space. Would you feel that your friend wasn't even paying attention to you? Last year, I was telling a friend of mine about how I made the dean's list in my first year of college, and I didn't realize he was staring at something else. It felt like my friend could care less about a thing I had to tell him. According to Michigan State University of December 31st, 2012, you should not look down or look at something before you begin speaking. Establish eye contact right away and then begin talking. If a friend of yours came to you and just started staring at something off in the distance, you might not have any idea whether or not he was talking to you. My sister was talking to me the other day, and the entire time she was staring at her phone, and I had no idea she was talking to me. Now that I have discussed the importance of making eye contact, I will now discuss the benefits of listening. Listening to the person you're having a conversation with can be beneficial not just to them, but also beneficial to you. According to Verywell Mind of October 1st, 2021, listening allows you to understand the point of view of another person. If someone is trying to tell you something and you don't listen, it is likely that you will not understand a thing you were just told. A while ago, a friend of mine was trying to tell me about some big news she had that was very important to her, and because I did not listen to a thing she said, I also did not understand her news either. According to Relate of October 1st, 2021, when you listen to someone, it means you are more likely to have constructive conversations where you feel your point of view is being considered. If you are having a conversation with someone or a group of friends and you don't listen, there is a chance not everybody will care about what you have to say. There were times when I would say something random in a conversation with friends and no one really cared about what I had to say. It wasn't until I started listening to what was actually being said that I had information to back up my thoughts and opinions. Now that I have discussed the benefits of listening, I will now discuss how giving a response has more power than one may think. To really show the other person that you care about what they are trying to tell you, the best thing to do is respond to what they have to say. According to Psychology Today of June 30th, 2020, when you do say something, good things may happen. For example, if a friend of yours is telling you about a big decision they have to make, your response could convince your friend to either do what they want or to not do it at all. A friend of mine came to me the other day and asked me if he should take a job he loves with a low paycheck or a job he hates with a high paycheck. I told him to take the job he loves with a low paycheck, which is what he did. He now tells me this is the best decision he has ever made. According to Skills You Need of October 3rd, 2021, not only does that give you a bit of time to think about the subject under discussion, but it's a compliment to the person you're speaking with, which is always good. In a conversation, the person you are speaking with may be seeking a response from you. A few weeks ago, a friend of mine came to me with a big decision she had to make, and she asked me what I thought she should do. It took me a while to give a response, but when I did, she was happy with the decision she ended up making. Now that I have discussed the power of responding, I will now bring my speech to a close. In conclusion, by following these steps, you will be able to have meaningful conversations with all of your friends, and they might gain the same abilities over time. Today, we have looked at what it takes to have a conversation with someone in a proper manner. First, we looked at why it is important to establish eye contact. Then, second, we looked at listening and how it benefits everyone involved in the conversation. Third, we looked at the power of responding to someone. After the conversation I had with my dad, I decided that I'm going to buy my own tools instead of touching his.